Hello and welcome back. Here we're diving into another stack in our 1990 NFL Pro Set card series. I think this time we're going to take this stack right here and we'll run through these 9 packs and find some of the greatest cards we can imagine. You know how it goes. We pull out a good card, it's going to go onto our winner's circle right here, and that will remain there until we pull out a better one. The one at the end, who is still on the winner's circle, will be the champion of the day. When we find a good card, it gets the horn. If we find an especially bad card, it gets the other horn. So with that, let's go into pack number 1. And previously I've talked about the new way I'm looking up pricing and referencing that, so this will be a lot quicker and a lot easier. If you want to know more about that, check the previous video. And also in that video is a summary of my new sleeving approach and how to keep things in good shape without messing the corners up as they go in. So let's dive into this right here. We got our scratcher. We have Ken Harvey, linebacker on the Cardinals. Jimmy Johnson, head coach. Clarence Verdon of the Colts. Otis Anderson of the Giants. Darryl Talley of the Bills. Rod Woodson, the Pro Bowl card. Ricky Dixon of the Bengals. Ed West. Dean Steinkuhler. Jim Arnold. Eric Williams. And come on, we need a good card. Andre Reed. This is his Pro Bowl card there. We need something big. Al Noga. Vance Johnson. And Steelers Rams for Super Bowl 14. These art cards are pretty cool. They have one for each Super Bowl, referencing the city, the score. They're pretty neat. All right. See what we've got here. First one up, we have Michael Irvin. Albert Bentley, card 128. Dalton Hilliard, running back of the Saints. 1989 NFL scoring leader. We have John Elliott from the Giants. Rufus Porter. And Eric Thomas. Tim Harris. Art Shell. Hall of Famer. Hartley Dykes of the Patriots. David Grayson of the Browns. And Tunch Ilkin of the Steelers. Henry Thomas. And Jay Hilgenberg, center of the Bears. In Super Bowl 20, Bears over Patriots. And there we have it. On to the next one. We need something big. What can we look for? What can we get? Something exciting. All right, let's flip these around. We got Chris Miller. Billy Ray Smith, Fred Young, Warren Moon, Stanley Morgan, Eric Allen. That one was upside down and was not a Pro Bowl. All right. Maybe there's some kind of a method to it all. Icky Woods. And we do need somebody to put onto our winner's circle. We got Johnny Hector. So maybe the next coach will go up there. Let's see who comes around. We got Drew Hill, Andre Tippett, Alvin Watson, the Pro Bowl in Hawaii card, 334. Interesting. Haven't seen that before, but that looks pretty neat. It's like a card for the Pro Bowl instead of the players. So I'll put that aside and check it out. It looks kind of cool. Wade Wilson, John Roper, and the Cowboys Broncos Super Bowl. You know what? That's going to be our new winner's circle card. And let's see what comes up next. All right, I think it's going to be this way. Yep. Deion Sanders. There we go. We got one. Welcome to the show, Deion. There's a card looking pretty good. Nah, looks to be some printing issues. If you look right here, very subtly, there's a white dot that wasn't on the printing. So, not a perfect one, but for now, we'll just keep them all together, and then we'll check them out later. But there we go, Deion. So now you are in the winner's circle. Great card. Let's see what we've got coming up next. Gary Plummer, Mike Pryor, Felix Wright, Nate Odomes, or Odomes, Keith Bears. Let's keep cruising. Steve DeBerg, JoJo Townsell, Ernest Givens, John Stevens, Guy McIntyre, Pharrell Edmonds, Neil Smith, Steve McMichael, and Super Bowl 9, Steelers and Vikings. All right, let's see what we got coming up next. It's been quiet. It's been real quiet in here. So maybe we'll get something exciting now. Jerry Glanville, head coach. Marion Butts of the Chargers. Merrill Hodge. Ted Hendricks. All right, this one could be worth holding on to, so Hall of Fame selection. We'll give him the horn. You can see again here, there's some a white spot that's not just card dust. It's not printed on there originally. So right out of the pack, not going to be a great one. Well, I think he'll get the other horn. Won't grade well, but for comparison later, let's keep them with the ones that we'll take a look at. But not a great result on that one. But we keep moving. We don't know what is next. Scott Ragesick, 44 of the Bills. Something good is ahead. Mike Quick. That's a cool shot. And Nick Lowry. Bruce Coslet. Tony Zendejas. Andre Waters. Rod Rust. Clay Matthews. Jim Leahy. Mike Singletary. And Super Bowl 8, Dolphins over Vikings. Let's see what we've got here. Interesting, that pack had a little rip right here in the edge. You could see right here. So I wonder if a card punched through or what made that, but I hope nothing's damaged on the inside. But we'll start here with Eddie Brown, number 61. Dan Henning, head coach. Dalton Hilliard, we've seen him already recently. Franco Harris of the Steelers. Jim Kelly, number 40. All right, there we go. He deserves it. And if you look, we have really good bluing, or blue on that bottom without anything really missing. Great looking card, surface is nice. This is a good one. Let's tuck it into sleeve very gently. And definitely one worth. Huh. There we go. Interesting. It seemed like the edge of the top edge of that sleeve had a little bit of a burr on it, but great card right there. I think Jim's going to overtake Deion on our winner's circle. But there we go. Finally getting some action. He knew something would come. It was quiet. Jim Kelly to the game. He's here. Jerome Brown of the Eagles. Charles Haley. 49ers. We got Troy Benson coming in. John Grimsley. Don Shula, big time coach. Lomas Brown. Johnny Rembert. It's a Pro Bowl card. Gary Clark of the Redskins. Keith Van Horn. And Super Bowl 22, Redskins over the Broncos. All right, getting some momentum in that pack. Maybe our fortunes will continue to flourish here. Overall, been pretty quiet in these packs, though. Pretty quiet. So I wonder if maybe something now will come out. Vi Sikahima. Mohamed Eli Wonibi from Brigham Young, the Outland Trophy winner. Chris Carter of the Eagles. Joe Montana. All right, there we go. It's a good card there. We got Dino Hackett. Keith Jackson. That's pretty cool. It's got a mostly solid background on it to really let the player photo pop out. Tom Rathman. Kyle Clifton. Bo Jackson. All right. Here's a big one. This is probably one of the biggest cards you could pull in this entire set. Everything comes down to condition. I believe a recent Bo Jackson sold on eBay, obviously a PSA 10, for just a little bit over $1,000. So I think then the PSA 9 sell for around 20 bucks. So definitely a huge drop off, but everything will come down to condition on this. So together, we're going to turn this card over and see exactly what we've got to come. All right. Looking overall pretty good. I mean, I think we've got, yeah, the edges are actually looking pretty nice. The corners are good. We have a potential candidate here for grading. So that's really, really cool. Great pull. So let's very gently tuck Bo into a sleeve here, and then we'll check him out later. All right, and there we go. Is it worth 20 bucks? 3 bucks? 1,000 bucks? Time will tell, but really, really good pull. Let's give him the horn again. And he's going to get the winner's circle. I'm going to guess he's going to keep the winner's circle, but you never know. There are more cards to pull, and we may get a hologram card, which I think would overtake Bo Jackson because the hologram cards are a little more rare. So following Bo, we've got John Elway. Coming right behind him, another great card, great quarterback. We've hit a hot pack, and you're here with us. Bernie Kosar. We're getting a really good group of folks right now, and there you go. So that's what makes it fun. I'm glad you got to see that. Let's keep rolling and see who can be next. We got Gerald Riggs and Neil Anderson. And then we've got the Raiders Vikings in Super Bowl 11. All right. And so definitely cool to get a Bo Jackson. Though when you think about the grading process, there's a lot that can go into it. And it's very difficult to get a 10. So we don't know what's there. It could be something, it could be nothing. But in my mind, we already got the biggest prize, which is the fun of pulling it out, taking it ourselves and kind of seeing where it came from and just getting to pull it from the pack. So I'm already happy, whatever comes out of it. I've had a lot of fun. Harry Galbraith, 179. And Carl Banks. It's a cool card. Ronnie Lott. Action in that shot. We got Thurman Thomas, running back from the Bills. 1989 total yardage leader. Leonard Smith. And Buddy Ryan, head coach of the Eagles. Bill Maas. Al Toon. Steve Brown. Vincent Brown. Harris Barton. I almost thought it was going to be Harris Brown. Had the B. And Howie Long. Hey there, Howie. Brian Sosha. Richard Dent. This one could have some value to it, so he gets the horn and a sleeve. and we'll look closer at him later. All right, there we go. Very nice. We're getting some good ones. Paul Tagliabue, the commissioner card here from the Commemorative Collectibles number 2. Interesting. I'll have to check out this. I'm not too familiar with it, so that could be a cool one. And we'll put that in our check it out more pile. Followed up by Super Bowl 23, 49ers and the Bengals in 1989. All right, last pack. We've been cruising through here, and let's see what we've got. Clearly some really good pulls. This has been a great one, but let's see what could be in store next. Let's make sure we get these up. All right, Lewis Oliver is our starting player right here. Pepper Johnson. Giants player, Dennis Smith. Andre Ware from Houston. 1989 Heisman Trophy winner. That's pretty cool. Dave Krieg, quarterback of the Seahawks. His Pro Bowl card. And Max Montoya, looks like the Pro Bowl as well. It's going to be card. And he signed with the LA Raiders in March of 1990. John Alt. Freeman McNeil. Alonzo Highsmith. Sammy Smith. Ooh, it's double Smith, so we're going to have triple Smith. That could be the biggest pull of the day. And Jesse Sapolu. Began with an S. We're getting there. We're close. Almost had triple Smith. That would have been something. Albert Lewis. Kevin Butler. Jim Covert. So we had card 50 right next to card 51. And Super Bowl 5. Cowboys, or Colts over the Cowboys in 1971. So there you have it. That's our pulls from today. Overall, we had some really, really good ones. I think we're starting to get some momentum here. We had our Richard Dent card. We had our Jim Kelly. And we had our Deion Sanders. And topping off the list, of course, is our Bo Jackson card. Probably the biggest of the day. We'll see if it turns out to be bigger, but if not, at least we had a good time pulling it. So thanks for joining. Hope you had some fun. Hope you learned something. And until next time, I'll see you soon.